fucking weird. Like, it was telling me, rotate to stream in portrait. I'm like, dude, I know how to use my fucking phone. Whoop. And it just told me rotate by device. Alright, and my thumbnail, I understand that none of these videos, this channel is not to draw attention to myself. This is for my research. And understand that, yeah, okay, I do the lashes and do stuff to my hair and all the earrings and the flashy stuff. It's not to draw your attention. It's so that I draw my own attention in the mirror when I look. But today what we're working on, what I'm going to be working on is, which I've been, I watched several Sumerian documentaries, Mesopotamian documentaries, and it's the same area, same people, but Mesopotamia was a Sumerian city. Just like Ur and Unukai. So yeah. I'm old school. That's how I take notes. That's how my research is. I can't do this on a computer. I didn't learn how to study and learn on a computer, so I can't do it. And that's why it's taken me so long to build this research up, because it originally started as research on the flat earth theory. Now, I've had several people tell me, well, you don't think the earth is flat, and I never fucking said I did. I said it's not round. Somewhere like that. Catastrophic implosion caused this. The atmosphere restabilized in time enough just to catch the top of the planet. So, and it can destabilize and let us all die, so you should know that. Anyway, but my research today is on ancient civilizations and the clues left for them. Because Sumerians have this thing called, the Sumerian society had a planisphere. This was a tablet that depicted a great cataclysm when an asteroid struck the Earth. It also, they also have tablets depicting the creation of mankind. As a sort of in vitro fertilization. It's a woman up on a table in stirrups and a man standing before her with a beaker in his hand. And they don't have to move for you to see what they're fixing to do. They're going to insert this in her and create a baby. We were made in God's image. Understand that. This is a 6,000-year-old text. We were made in God's image. But they said that the Elohim, aliens, or the Shining Ones, or the Urukai, they came from the sky. They were different. They were special. That's who made man in their image. They made slaves, basically. They made beings of lesser intelligence to work for them, basically. You have to think about it. If you have an advanced race and all of them are advanced, who's going to do all the work? Not him. He thinks too highly of himself. Not him. He's a scholar. Not him. He's a doctor. So who's going to do all the work? I'll tell you what, let's bioengineer a lesser race. Now, this is from a translation of the Sumerian text, not my translation. This is from a scientist and a paleontologist. He has several different degrees. I was trying to think of all of them. He's a paleontologist, and he has masters in science or biology, masters in biological science. Now, the cryptographs and all the shit that he's read, they were not translated just by him. They were set through computer programs that translated. They were set through people who translated them. These tablets have been gone over and speculated and controversialized for years. But the image translations, you can't really say, oh, that word doesn't mean that. It's not a fucking word. It's an image. A woman. Let me turn this around. If it'll let me do this. Alright. We have a woman in stirrups with a light on her head. She's here. And there's a man here with his hands out and a beaker shaped just like that in his hand before her. Now she's more up here. Is the reason I say it looks. You know what they're fixing to do. They're going to put this in her and create the things down here in the picture, which were humans. Now, understand that all races and all civilizations had their own method of mythology. They had their own method of deciding that this is what happened. And throughout history, the thing that boggles my mind is that throughout history, the Anunnaki are here. The Elohim are here. If you look at any ancient civilization, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Inuits, they all saw these people. They were described as having scaly skin, but with feathers also. And they were called birdmen in some civilizations. Sky people. Lots of depictions in the Egyptian hieroglyphs that show flying saucer shapes. Nobody has translated to know what that really is, but we can speculate all day. That shit looks like a flying saucer, and it is above, and it does have these little beams coming out of the bottom of it, and there are people worshiping it in the Egyptian hieroglyphs. So, but that's what gets me. See, I've studied a lot of deities. I've studied a lot of gods because I've been looking for him. Got some stuff to talk to him about. But Henty was one of the oldest gods that I found, and he's a sun god. Henty is actually the sun. But now understand that Henty was his name in the Inuit culture. It was Inti in another one. What the Aztecs call him. And see, I'm uneducated. This is not. Understand, this is not scientific knowledge. This is knowledge of stuff that I have studied personally. This is not school knowledge, and if it was, I'd be able to put it together better. But these are things that I studied throughout my life because they interested me, and I finally know why they interested me. Anyway, I am back to what I want to do is I'm going to find... Today I'm going to look up any... And I'm not sure why. I'm going to look up any old ancient messages left by first civilizations that had anything to do with the sky people. Inti, Henty, Alalan, Elohim, any of them. They're the same person. So I want to find out how many civilizations worshiped them and saw them. I'm not sure if you're aware of this alien species list. Avians is the number one. Avians is the one that people claim exists above all other aliens. Avians are real. You don't need feathers in space, but okay, it's plausible. And if you go to Google right now and just say avian, it'll show you a picture of a bird man with scaly skin and feathers. So the only thing is that you could go back to this history and come up with that shit and draw a picture. Birdman is the avian. Inuit is the avian. The Elohim is the alien. That's not enough for me. I want solid proof. I want to know. I want to know for a fact. I'm tired of the speculation. I'm tired of we think this killed the dinosaur. Who the fuck are you? I never heard the word think in science class. I never heard the word think come out of Bill Nye's mouth. I never heard Stephen Hawking say the word think. No, because you don't think. You question, you speculate, you investigate, hypothesize, theorize. Anyway, that's enough for right now. I'm not even sure how to turn this off. There's not like a stop button or nothing.